Hey guys, it's been a while since I did an update on my 1985 New York Mets replay using Replay Baseball. I really love this game. This is becoming one of my favorite baseball dice games, and I'm really interested maybe even purchasing the Replay basketball game maybe down the road. I'm not a huge basketball fan, but I do enjoy how this game works out. So I think it's probably be similar. The basketball game is probably similar to the baseball game. So that's something down the road that I'm thinking about. So just gives you kind of like an update on my replay. So I'm replaying the 1985 New York Mets. I picked the 1985 New York Mets because first I wanted to play. I wanted to get replay baseball, and they don't have every season available. So they have I think 1980. I wanted to play a Met team in the 80s. They got 1980. They just came out with I think 82. They have 84, 85, and I think that's it. And then again they got 91 they came out with. But I chose 85 because I thought it would be really cool to see if I could maybe get them to the World Series before they actually went to the World Series in '86. So the '86 Mets team was they were really good. The '85 Mets team was good too. They were I think had 98 wins. They just finished I think maybe 3 games behind St. Louis. So just give you kind of an update of how the season's going. I'm at game like 105. Or actually, um, I just completed game 107 actually. So it's been a long process. I recommend, man, if you're going to be doing a like a replay of a baseball season, it's gonna be really long. And you have to be really dedicated to it because this has been taking me a long time to do. I started this back in 2021. I started this replay, and again, I've been doing other stuff. I haven't, a couple of weeks I wouldn't play the game. I try to get at least 2 games in a week. But it's just been, doing other things, playing other games and stuff like that. It's been taking a while. But this is right now. This has been the only baseball game that I've been playing. Pretty much the only dice game I've been playing just to try to get the season done. So this is like a quick printout of what the standings are. I don't know if you can see that. So basically, let's see if I can turn the light on so it makes it maybe a little bit easier to see. All right. So you can see this is not in any order or anything. It's not in because I just as you can see, St. Louis is dominating, 64 wins and 42 losses, just like in real life. And the Mets are just 3 games behind. We're trying to catch up. Once I complete the season, I'll do a whole recap. The first season, we were kind of battling 500, trying to get above 500. Now after the second season, after the All Star break, we're really starting to do really good, as you can see here. Um, and For the West, it looks like the Dodgers are doing really good, but San Francisco Giants are doing horrible. Pittsburgh Pirates are doing really bad. But for the East, the Mets. It looks like it's going to be just like in real life. It's going to be a battle between the Cardinals and the Mets. So that's something that I'm doing. And then for the other games, I'm only doing the National League, as I mentioned before. For the other games, I'm using Fast Score Baseball to sim out the other games, which I really like. Fast Score Baseball. If you're not too familiar with it, it's really easy, especially if you do. It isn't like you have to do replay. Any baseball game that you're doing a replay, what I love about it is they have the schedule right there, and they actually do the ratings for you. So you just have to roll the dice and look at the chart. It's really easy. So it's really fast, which I like because it's fast paced. So I'm not spending so much time, again going through the other games because I think Downey has Ultra Quick Baseball, and that's a good game too. And I have that too, but it's a little bit more of homework to get to the ratings, and so it takes me a few minutes. This is really quick, which is nice. So here's some stats. We'll do pitchers first. So this is up to game like 105. You can see that. Obviously, of course, Dwight Gooden's doing really good. 16 wins, 5 losses, in 24 games. Um, and I think in real life, I think he might have finished 24-4. So but he's been doing really good. Ron Darling, 11-7. Ed Lynch has been kind of struggling for me. His last couple starts haven't been going well, so he dropped down to 6-6. Sid Fernandez 9-4. He actually is the only one so far has pitched a no hitter for me. So that was. Um, um, and then we have Rick Aguilera. He's 8-0. He's been doing really good. He's been dominating. So the only negative was for my relief pitchers are not doing so good. Like the starters are doing good, but the relief pitchers are just, Roger McDowell's 0-4. Uh, Doug Sisk is 2-7. Uh, Tom Gorman is 2-6. Uh, relief pitching is not where I like it to be, and I think that's where we're suffering with the losses. But the starting pitching is really doing really good. And you look at this is 85, so you look at like next year in 86 they bring on Bobby Ojeda, and I think he takes. And I don't think Ed Lynch is on the team in 86, so uh, and and that's that. And then as we go to, and then we see some of the batters so far. Obviously, Gary Carter's like leading the team in home runs, 27 home runs. He's in real life, I think he got hit like 30 or 33. So that was that 85 was a big year with him hitting home runs. You got Keith Hernandez, 10 home runs, 62 RBIs, 19 doubles. He's just like dominating too. What do we else we got here? So far, Wally Backman's doing really well for me too. The last couple of games, he's been getting a lot of hits, and he leads the team with stolen bases, 15. I could get more stolen bases if I wanted to, but I don't play risky, I guess. But George Forrest Foster, 17 home runs, 49 RBIs. This is kind of his last year with the Mets. Um, Dallas Strawberry, only 58 games. The only reason he's only 58 games is because I didn't realize, but 85 he was injured. So the majority of the first half of the season he was injured. But he's doing pretty good for being injured. 16 home runs, 42 RBIs. We got Ray Knight, 4 home runs, 19 RBIs. Ray Knight's kind of weird. I don't know much, but like 85, it's weird. Like he doesn't really play that much. I don't know if he's injured because I copy I go to baseballreference.com and I copy the stats or the lineup, the actual lineup. So I use the actual lineup that's used in the actual game. So a lot of times, I mean, he's been out. He might have been injured or something. I don't know. Like Howard Johnson's been playing a lot, and he's doing pretty good. And that's that. But if you want to check that out. This is kind of like my chart here. So again, I went baseballreference.com, great site. I printed this like chart, and then I have like what happened, in my replay game. I write in pencil. So that's pretty much it. I'm really loving the game. Of course, I'm loving the game. I've been playing it for 2 years, trying to finish this replay. But it's a fun game. I highly recommend it. If this is something that you think that especially like for me, I have so many baseball games. Like I have, I don't want to list them all. I have too many that I probably don't really need all of them. But I think it's a really, a lot of people like think of the chart game. Like, oh, you got to look at charts. It might slow the game. I think after a while, when you start playing, you kind of like know like what the play is going to be by just looking at the charts and stuff. You kind of memorize it, and it's not as hard as like I was looking at APA one year, and I was like, oh, maybe I could get because I think like I have a collection of all these baseball games. I should have APA in my collection, and I don't because it's so expensive. But it's kind of like the same kind of formula of looking at it's like the charts, flipping through the charts and stuff. But it's a really really good game. Highly recommend it. And as I finish this up, I'm just, in my head I'm thinking, okay, what's next? What's the next season to do a replay? Do I stick with replay baseball? So many other games out there. Do I go back to Strat-O-Matic? I think it really has to do really with what season I want to do. and that's something I gotta think about. But right now, really gotta finish this replay and see if I could get the Mets to finally uh, overcome St. Louis and make it to the playoffs, and that would be something really cool. Thanks for watching.